person here this morning. Hello, Ivy Prep. I see you over there in the house. And I know if I start giving shout-outs, I'm going to get in trouble, so let me not go there. But I want to say this to you this morning, that your presence here is critical. We are making history this morning because you are showing my colleagues, you are showing Georgians, you are showing every parent that every child matters in this state of Georgia, and we have a responsibility to stand up for you when other adults may not want to. But we're also here this morning to celebrate the fact that in Georgia we have choices. We have choices within our traditional public education system. We have charter schools, we have private schools, we have virtual schools, magnet schools. We've got choices. The question is, are we going to stop there? Because years ago there were people who fought those choices. And even though we're in the midst of battle right now, we have to be reminded that it didn't take us one day to get here, and it's not going to take us one day to take us where we need to go as a state and as we educate children in this state. Today we celebrate you, the students, the parents, teachers, administrators, courageous leaders who are willing to stand with us this morning and stand up for kids. Choice is the opportunity for parents to decide which school is in the best interest of their children. Real choice, to my friends who are here who may not be supportive of our cause, is not an indictment on traditional public education. Instead, it's a commitment that all schools have highly effective teachers, that all schools have great resources and technology, and students who are prepared and equipped with the skills that they need to be successful. This is a critical moment in our state, where some believe this isn't time to change our Constitution. They say we should wait, that we have a few more years, that we just shouldn't go so fast. And that's because they don't feel the sense of urgency. They don't know what it's like for a parent who has no options for their child. Because they don't understand that we don't get 3 years and 10 years and 20 years to try to figure this out, but just one shot to educate these children that stand before us this morning. We get one shot to get it right. And I'm not going to wait 3 years, I'm not going to wait 3 minutes, but we have to have the urgency of now. The desire that right now we've got to change the trajectory of the life of children in this state. That now we're going to do something to change our Constitution and demand that our state follow what the Constitution says, that we have an obligation to educate every child in the state of Georgia. And to those who tell us to wait, I want you to look into the eyes of the young people out here this morning and tell them that they can wait for their future. Tell the parents that they can wait until next year to get it right, or next year until some legislator decides that it's the right time. Georgia students can't wait, and we are not going to wait. I want to remind you this morning that in our Constitution, it does say that we have this responsibility to educate you, and you have to hold us accountable as elected officials. And so when you leave this rally this morning, you need to storm that Capitol, yes, in a very respectful way, but talk to our legislators and help them understand what this is about. That it's not about waiting, it's not about political contributions, it's not about all of the other discussions that people are having. It is about education, it is about children, it is about the urgency of now. Know that you are a powerful voice, whether you are 16, whether you are 61. And young people, when you go in there, you may not be able to vote, but you ask my colleagues to vote for you. That when the constitutional amendment comes before them, to not think about their political future, but think about your educational future. And as I close, I want to say to all of the students who are here this morning, we are going to continue to stand with you. We're going to continue to fight with you. We're going to continue to fight for you when you cannot fight for yourselves. But the best way that you can prove how important school choice is to go back to your schools, to work hard, to ace every test, to knock out every CRCT test there ever was, to do the very best you can to show that school choice is about excellence, it's about student achievement, it's about doing what's in the best interest of kids. And I challenge each and every one of you who are here this morning that this is just the first day of many days. The battle must continue. And though we've had a few hiccups along the way, we cannot give up. This is not the end, this is just the beginning, and with all of us together, with every individual here this morning, with all of our organizations, with all of our partners, we can win, we can be successful, we can be victorious for every child in this state. We can stand for ourselves if no one else will stand with us, but it's going to take each and every one of us to do it. Are you ready? Are you ready to make a difference in the state of Georgia? Are you ready to go in that Capitol and make a difference? Are you ready to tell your story like no one else can? Are you ready to make sure that every legislator in that building knows that you want them to vote in favor of the constitutional amendment? Well, Tony, I'm ready to see you, all these yellow scarves, just blanket the Capitol and make history in the state of Georgia today. Thank you.
All right, everybody, I think we're making progress because I've seen some